Yo, what's up, guys? In this video, I want to talk a little bit about life after the coronavirus, life after COVID-19, and what I think would be a good idea for you, me, everybody to start thinking about doing right now in order to prepare for that, right? Because currently it is June, almost July. This lockdown nonsense has been going on for 3 months, over 3 months, and honestly, I think it's kind of hit the point where it doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon, right? You have a lot of these states rolling back their phase two or like freezing the rollout of the phase two or phase three or whatever it is. And, for what? Like, they're not actually, the only thing that they're very impressionable by the media. The media says, oh my God, there's 40,000 new cases. They don't look at how many deaths. They don't look at the death rate. They just they literally just read the headline. Even the fucking government, man, governors, they just read the headline and they're like, oh no, CNN said this. I'm not going to bother reading that article because most people in the world, or at least the United States, are too fucking dumb to read the article anyway and think for themselves. They're just going to go off the headlines also. So if you see, I really wish that some governor would have the balls and be like, listen, this is not killing a lot of people. Yeah, there's a lot of cases. The death rate is not really that high. It's like a cold or the flu. So let's just keep going with it. Oh no, you're so insensitive. You just sentenced millions of people to death. Oh my God, this is so bad. Because if you're, you have strength in numbers, right? If you're just one guy who's coming out and saying this thing, you're an asshole, right? But all of a sudden, if you get more people to agree with you, who are not like crazy random people in their car on the internet with their tiny ass YouTube channel, the more people you get to talk about how much this is bullshit, the more people will actually believe it. And eventually you get this like sea of momentum. You could call it mob mentality if you want, but this is actually mob mentality in the pursuit of truth and justice, if you want to call it that. As opposed to, literally just the media trying to scare people into not doing anything, to ruin the fucking economy, to put the country in very bad shape so that they can blame Trump, when it comes time to, run for president. Which is ridiculous if you think about it, because Biden is never going to get elected in a million years. Like, does the dude even know where he is? Like, I don't even think he knows, like, what his name is or what state he's in at any given time. He's a nice guy. 20 years ago, maybe he would have made a good president, but, like, the dude is not, he's not with it, and not only is he not with it, he's not charming enough to like actually win, even if we were on equal footing or they were on equal footing. So anyway, here's the point. The point is that the trend, in my opinion, from what I've seen, the trend was going in the direction of things opening back up again, right? I talk a lot about the trend before when everything was locking down, right? In the beginning of the lockdown, the trend was on the way down. So I said, okay, the trend's on the way down, time to button up and fucking work on yourself and learn how to tap dance or something, like learn how to do something, take advantage of the time. A couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, the trend was going back up, right? Things were opening up again. States were relaxing the regulations. People were like out doing things. Now, the other day, or I don't know, maybe a week or two ago, right? States started locking up again. Arizona closed casinos. Here in Las Vegas, like they kind of froze some of the opening up of the, I guess, amenities in Las Vegas. Texas, they ordered bars to close again just because cases are going up, right? Not because people are fucking dying anywhere, right? Okay, maybe a couple here and there, but they're already sick. They're going to die anyway. They're already old. Sorry if that's anybody who's watching this, but like that's the reality of the situation. We're not going to lock down the entire world just because of that. Anyway, back on track. Here's the point. The point is that before the trend was down, then the trend went back to up. Now, if we look at it in like a global view, the trend is going up and down. Right? That's the trend, is to go up a little bit, down a little bit, up a little bit, down a little bit. So it's 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, or whatever, something like that. You understand? So now it's not just a linear trend. Now it's like not a linear uptrend, not a linear downtrend, but now it's like a fucking zigzag trend. That's the new trend, right? So if we take that to be the overall trend, if we believe that to be true, then what it really means is that the status quo is going to more or less stay the same with what I believe to be an upward trend. Right? So instead of, this is like mathematical fucking bro science right here, but like instead of the trend going down, right? That's what it was in the beginning. And now before it was the trend going up, now the trend is going to go up and then down a little bit and then up and then down a little bit and then up, right? But what's the point is that it's still going to be not normal, right? It's still like stuff's still going to be closed. Bars are still going to be closed. Things are still going to operate about at minimum capacity. Sometimes things will open, sometimes things will close. And unfortunately, this seems to be the new normal, just because people are all over the place. Nobody's fucking paying attention to what's actually happening. Nobody's looking at the facts, and everyone's just listening to the fucking media circus of like, oh my God, 50,000 new cases today. Don't read the article, click like. It's like, what the fuck, man? I honestly don't understand how dumb people are. But anyway, finally, the point of this video, 9 minutes in or whatever it is, how to prepare or how to adjust to this new shit world that we have. Number one, you need to figure out some way to make money online, right? Like, okay, do you really? Because, the government's probably going to keep giving out fucking $2,500 a month indefinitely. But eventually that's going to take its toll. That can't go on forever. And eventually that money's going to run out, right? So I would argue that it's a very good idea to start working on some way of making money online. Anything, literally anything. I've written a couple articles about this. You guys can check them out on my blog, link in the description, where it's basically like, here's the one sentence explanation of how to really make money online, is you email companies and you ask them if you can perform some sort of service for them on a monthly basis. Okay, you can charge $100, $500, $1,000, $5,000, whatever your skill set is. There's all different kinds of ways to do it. It's way more complex than that, but that's it in a nutshell. Don't take me as an example, right? Don't start a YouTube channel thinking you're going to make any money from it. It's not going to happen. Don't start a blog thinking you're going to make any money from it. Also not going to happen. I have those things, but I use them as a platform to promote my other services that I'm currently not offering, but I plan on doing it very soon, because fuck this, man. Like, I fortunately have a job that I can go to full time, but it's uncertain as to how long that is going to stay around. And it's like what happens if tomorrow they announce 100,000 new cases, and then they shut down the malls again? What am I going to do? Or they shut down your place of business or restaurants or whatever. Not because anybody's dying, just because the fucking media made a lot of noise and people are scared and nobody fucking knows how to read a goddamn article. Okay, so that's number one. Learn to make some money online, anything, be a fucking personal or a virtual assistant, go like manage their social media accounts, like learn how to do paid ads on Facebook, write articles for them, like anything. I don't care how dumb you are, how bad at computers you are, you can figure something out. Look for make money online jobs like Upwork, Fiverr, all kinds of shit. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, let's talk about socializing. I believe, I could be totally wrong, but here in Las Vegas, you do have some bars that are open, it's true. They are at limited capacity, but this is like the nightlife center of the world, right? Forget about New York. Like, New York's done. Set your watch for 5 years. New York's not coming back anytime soon. LA, same story. Maybe some places like, I don't know, in the South might be, alive, possibly. Atlanta, I heard, is kind of back to normal. But anyway, Las Vegas is kind of like, I would argue, the main place where, like, if nightlife is going to open, it's going to open here first, for sure. People are foaming at the mouth wanting to open up their businesses again. There's this whole thing like keep Vegas strong, whatever, which is basically like get people back to work, open up businesses ASAP. I don't want to say nobody cares about the coronavirus here, but nobody fucking cares about it, really. And everybody's kind of just playing along here because the governor got caught the other day, or the mayor of Las Vegas, whatever it is, governor of Nevada, Socializing or something, got caught a week ago out in public without a mask, and it was a big deal. And so now, to like repair the damage to his public persona, he signed a directive that says, oh, now everybody has to wear a mask in public. It's stupid. It's so transparent, but people go along with it because, like, what are you going to do? You want to go to the store. You want to do all this shit. It's okay. Put a fucking mask on. It's not a big deal, right? Well, actually, it is a big deal, because then when you put the mask on, you give a mouse a cookie, they're going to want something else from you, Oh, now you have to wear a mask. Oh, now, you can't go to this type of business. You can't go to that type of business. These businesses have to stay closed, this many hours a day, right? You can only have this many people in the store at a time. And then slowly, they chip away at your freedoms until you fucking can't do shit. Why? Because the fucking media wants you to watch their news channels about the coronavirus. Okay, so the point is this. I don't expect like full-scale socialization, social events to happen in public places anymore, at private businesses, I guess. Public places, private businesses. You can't go to a fucking bar anymore and go to a party, basically, is the point. So what I expect to happen is a lot of private parties, right? They can't outlaw private parties. Like, that's not going to happen. The day that happens is the day, like, I'm probably going to leave America for good, where they're like, sorry, they like knock on your door, like, oh, you have too many people in your house, they have to leave. Like, go fuck yourself, bro. Private parties, okay? Private parties at a house or an Airbnb or I don't know, it's on somebody's private property is the point, right? I expect that to increase a lot. I see it a little bit now in Vegas where people are just like, okay, like you can't go to a bar anymore, you can't go to a club anymore. Some, you know, you can get table service somewhere, but now most of the time it's like, oh, let's like go to this guy's house, he's having a pool party, whatever. That's number two. Number three, I think that a viable form of, let's say, like making money or building a business would be coronavirus news coverage. Okay, you see this a lot on Reddit, right? The coronavirus subreddit, anybody goes on Reddit, like opened overnight and a day later had like 1 million fucking people joining the sub. So and if you look on the news, right, everything is about the coronavirus, fucking everything. All the videos that I release that have COVID-19 or coronavirus in the title, they do 10 times better than any other video that I make. Why? Because fucking this is what everybody's at home. Nobody has anything else to do or talk about. So like, of course, you're going to want to hear what somebody has to say about the coronavirus because you don't have a job. You're sitting at home spending your fucking $600 a week on dumb shit. So you want to see what this guy says about it or what that guy says about it or what CNN says about it. It's number three. Number 3.5 or 4 is that I believe that you can begin to sell and continue to sell coronavirus, let's call them accessories, right? Masks. I don't know if you guys have seen the visors, the clear plastic visor that's like sunglass, you know, like put sunglasses on. It's like a visor thing, whatever, sneeze guard type of thing, whatever it's called. Anyway, I think you can sell masks. I think you can sell hand sanitizer. I talked to a guy who's got a kiosk next to us at the mall, and he said that he sold like, he's telling me, he's like, yeah, man, I ordered like 5,000 of these masks and we sold all of them. You know, basically what he did, he took his truck, he went to a Sprouts parking lot and set up a folding table and just sold the masks for fucking $3, $5, whatever. It's not glamorous, right? It's going to require you to leave your couch and your house and actually get out into the world. But, you know, people will buy a mask. You know, if there's one thing that I've learned from working in kiosks for so long, it's that it doesn't matter how bad of a salesman you are or how much you don't think anybody would ever want to buy your product. If you set up shop in an area where there are lots of people and you're selling something, you are going to make sales. You are going to do it. And he was telling me he would sell 80 to 100 masks a day. So it's pretty good money if you actually get out there and you start hustling. Okay, so that is it, I think. And I guess the final thing, gyms. I don't expect gyms to close anytime soon. I really doubt that because the idea is that gyms, like exercising will boost your immunity, right? That's the theory. And I believe it to be true also. I was just at Planet Fitness and they have a sign, like even though the governor, whatever, said that you have to wear a mask in public at all times, they said there's a sign in there that says you don't have to wear a mask when you're working out. So like, again, this just shows you how stupid these laws are and how nobody actually has any idea what they're doing. Like, okay, when I'm in the fucking parking lot here, I have to wear a mask because it's in public. Or when I'm in the mall, I have to wear a mask. But when I'm in a gym, in a closed space with like no windows open, like much smaller than a mall, for example, and I'm touching the same machines that everybody else is touching, and I'm touching the same weights that everybody else is touching, I don't have to wear a mask and I don't have to wear gloves. Like, what kind of retarded shit is this? Like, either it's contagious or it's not, you know? And okay, fine, maybe it's contagious, but like, who gives a shit, dude? Do you have an immune system? Do you die every time you get a fucking cold? No, of course not. This is terrible, man. I hate it. But anyway, I hate it, you hate it, but you just got to fucking deal with it for now. If you want to go the extra mile, what I encourage you to do is to, and I hate telling anybody to do this, but you got to fight the fight. You know, you got to make videos saying stuff similar to what I'm saying. This is all bullshit. It's totally overblown. Everyone's overreacting. Make videos about it, write about it, post on social media about it. Because, like I said earlier in the video, the more people that do that, the more courage it's going to give to other people to speak up. When I first, like when the whole hysteria started, I remember thinking like, this is so dumb. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? But I was just thinking it. Yeah, I made a couple videos here and there and I just kind of brushed it off because I didn't think this would ever happen. But it did. And I kept like, you know, I didn't want to talk about it that much because like everyone will just get over this soon. But then I saw on social media, other people were saying it's fucking stupid. Snake Diet guy, like the whole Snake Diet crew. You can kind of read between the lines. Another couple of YouTubers, they also think it's fucking stupid. Like the Every Damn Day Fitness guy. Even Tony Robbins made a video earlier on, like I think back in April, where he's like, you guys don't need to be scared about the coronavirus. It's fucking stupid. Like, you guys don't need to worry about it. Just like live your life. But then, of course, did he come out and broadcast it to the world and like take a stand? No, he doesn't want to hurt his business. It's understandable. But me, I don't have a business, baby, so I am totally cool with making these videos in my car, talking shit to all the stupid people of the world. Okay, so that's my video about this. Let me know what you think about that. What are you doing to adjust to this shit world that we live in? Do you live outside the United States? Are things back to normal there? Let me know. Leave me a comment. Peace.